Running Xbox 360 games natively on Android in 2026 is finally becoming a reality, and that's all thanks to a brand new emulator called Xbox 360 Mobile. Now, this is still very early software and is definitely experimental, but it's based on Xenia Canary and built specifically for Android using modern ARM64 and Vulkan 1.3 technologies. At the moment, it's really designed for higher end devices. So if you're running something like Snapdragon 8 Gen 1, Gen 2, Gen 3, or even Snapdragon 8 Elite, you're going to have the best experience possible. For this video, I'll be using the Odin 2 Portal base model. This handheld features a beautiful 7-inch 120Hz OLED display powered by the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 paired with 8 gigs of RAM and 128 gigs of internal storage. It's already one of my favorite Android handhelds for emulation, so it's the perfect device to put this new emulator to the test. Now, getting everything set up is actually pretty straightforward. You'll need to head over to the official GitHub page, download the latest APK, and follow the on-screen installation process. I'm running everything directly from the internal storage, and after creating a gamer tag, granting the required permissions, and selecting my games directory, I was ready to go. Inside the settings menu, you can choose between light mode, dark mode, or system theme. And under the video section, you can either download drivers automatically or import them manually if you want to. For my Odin 2 portal, I went with the recommended Mr. Purple turnip driver, download the latest version, and left everything else as default settings. Before jumping into gameplay, I switched the Odin 2 portal into high performance mode and left the cooling fan set to smart mode. You can use the built-in controls without any issues at all, but if you prefer Bluetooth controller, that works perfectly fine as well. And with everything configured and ready to go, it was finally time to see what this emulator could actually do. Starting things off with Forza Horizon. Now, this is definitely one of the most impressive games I've tested so far. Performance isn't perfect and there are still some dips along the way, but considering we're running an Xbox 360 game natively on Android, the results are honestly pretty impressive here. Controls worked exactly as expected, and after spending around 30 minutes with the game, I didn't experience any crashes during testing. Next up, we have Asura's Wrath, and this is actually the game I spend the most time with, and honestly, it's one of the best showcases for the emulator right now. Between the cinematic sequences, large scale battles, and over the top action scenes, it really demonstrates what Xbox 360 emulation on Android is capable of. There were still some occasional drops here and there, but overall, this was one of the smoothest experiences I had on the Odin 2 portal. Moving over to Gears of War, this is one of those titles that I knew I had to test. Performance was surprisingly decent, gameplay felt responsive, and aside from a few occasional dips, it was a very enjoyable experience overall. In fact, this feels like one of those games that could potentially be played from start to finish without running into any major issues. I also spent some time testing Dead Space. Now, this one did have a few audio issues during gameplay, but overall it was much more playable than I expected. Again, we need to remember that this emulator is still experimental, so occasional performance drops and compatibility issues are going to happen. But seeing a game like Dead Space running on a Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 handheld is generally impressive here. Now, I also tested Dante's Inferno, which performed surprisingly well and remained playable throughout most of my testing. Of course, not every game is going to be perfect. Batman Arkham Asylum booted and was technically playable, but characters' models appear partially transparent during gameplay. Combat still worked and the game itself loaded correctly, but visual issues definitely prevent it from being a great experience here. I also been testing Deadpool, and the opening section actually worked fairly well, but later on I encountered some strange visual issues that caused the image to become blurry and difficult to see. This could be related to compatibility, drivers, or simply the early state of the emulator. Finally, I tested Prototype 2 and Prototype. Prototype 2 initially looked promising, but as soon as gameplay started, the display went completely black. Prototype managed to get a little further, and some of the early gameplay worked reasonably well. However, once I start moving around the city and exploring more of the map, things quickly started to break down. At that point, it became clear that both games still need a bit more work before they are fully playable here. So yeah, overall I have to say I'm generally impressed by what Xbox 360 Mobile is already capable of. This is still very early software, compatibility is far from perfect, and performance will vary depending on your device. But the progress that's already been made is pretty incredible. Seeing games like Forza Horizon, Asura's Wrath, Gears of War, Dead Space, and Dante's Inferno running directly on Android would have sounded impossible not that long ago. And that's really the most exciting part here. This emulator is still in early stages, which means performance improvements, bug fixes, game compatibility updates, and driver optimizations are all still ahead of us. Right now, we're already seeing some surprisingly playable results on the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 inside the Odin 2 portal, and that honestly makes me curious to see what kind of performance we could get from newer devices powered by the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 or even the Snapdragon 8 Elite. Of course, not every game is going to work perfectly today. Some games will crash, some games will have graphical issues, and others simply won't boot at all. But that's exactly how most emulators start out. What matters is that we already seeing real progress, and based on what I've tested here today, Xbox 360 emulation on Android definitely has very promising future. I'll continue testing more games as new updates become available, and if enough improvements happen over the next few weeks or months, I'll definitely revisit this emulator in a future video. For now though, I have to say that the results are much better than I expected. If you're interested in checking out for yourself, links are available in the description. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like and consider subscribing. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.